Hi, everybody. I'm Megan Powell from the Essex Bridge Center. Today, we're going to continue our discussion of the one no trump opener and the various responses that partner will make afterwards. All right, let us move in to today's lesson. Our focus today is something called the Stayman Convention. And this is a tool that a responder will use to work alongside opener to try and find a major suit fit, even though partner has opened one no trump. When we talk about responders tools, I want to remind you that we are talking about three different areas that a responder can help with opener's one no trump bid. Now, we've talked already about natural responding, and in a minute I will cover some recap of that information. But natural responding after your partner's one no trump opening means you are not going to play within a major suit at all. You're going to play in a level of no trump. And so natural responding means that responder will either continue the auction in a level of no trump or will pass. Today, we will focus on something called the Stayman Convention, and it is the first tool we learn as a responder opposite partner's no trump opening, where we're going to try and search to find a major suit fit. We will still continue our conversations in coming lessons where we will add in yet another tool, and that will be the Jacobi transfer convention, where again, we were going to try and find a major suit fit. So today we're going to focus on the Stayman Convention, and we'll talk about Jacobi transfer in a coming lesson. But I will also review briefly the natural responding tool we've talked about in a previous lesson. Now, before we get to the responders tools, let's just remind ourselves why we're opening one no trump. First of all, your priority list is the opener. By now, I'm hoping that you're comfortable with the idea that if, let's say, you're the dealer, you have 12 to 20 high card points. You're going to open something, and the very first thing you try to open is one heart or one spade. Now, opening one heart or one spade, let's say as the dealer, you need 12 to 20 high card points, and you need 5 cards in your opening suit. Any 5 heart cards, any 5 spade cards, they do not have to have honors. That is your first priority, opening one heart or one spade, but you must meet the criteria. Now, suppose you don't have 5 hearts or 5 spades, and you're still holding somewhere between 12 and 20 high card points. The second item on your priority list is to open one no trump. Now, when you open one no trump, you are promising your partner 15, 16, or 17 high card points, not 14, not 18. You have a balanced hand, which means no 5 card major, or you would open one heart or one spade. No voids, no singletons. You might have a suit that is a doubleton, but you'll only have one of those kinds of suits. There are 3 balanced shapes in bridge that we've talked about previously. The first balanced shape is 4, 3, 3, 3. The second balanced shape is 4, 4, 3, 2. You're allowed to have a doubleton. The third balanced shape is a 5-card minor suit, clubs or diamonds, and then 3 cards, 3 cards, 2 cards. So one of those 3 balanced shapes, 15, 16, 17 high card points, you would open one no trump. Now, just to round out our conversation here, if you are the dealer and you do have 12 to 20 high card points, you absolutely will open something. If you do not have a 5-card major, you're not opening your first choice, one heart or one spade. If you do not have a 15 to 17 high card point and a balanced hand, you must have both of those requirements, then you're not going to open one no trump, but you're still sitting with 20 to 20 high card points. You will open something, and that something will be one club or one diamond, the minor suits. You still have 12 to 20 high card points. You only have to have 3 cards in your opening minor suit. And again, you would open a minor suit because you do not have the requirements to open your first choice, hearts or spades. You do not have the requirements to open your next choice, one no trump, because you don't meet both point and shape requirements. So you'd be opening your longest minor suit. Now let's switch back. We are going to talk about your second choice here, opening one no trump. And last lesson, we talked about responding when your partner opens one no trump, and we focused on something called natural bidding. Natural bidding is when you, as the responder, have determined you will not search for a major suit fit with your one no trump opening partner. Now, why would you not search for a major suit fit? You must have at least 4 cards, responders, in a major suit to begin that search. Why is that important? When your partner opens one no trump, your partner does not have a 5-card major. Now, the one no trump opener might have a 4-card major, but does not have a 5-card major. In order for you and your partner to find an 8-card major suit fit, then you, responder, are in charge of figuring out whether that can be. And so what we discussed last lesson was that if a responder does not have at least 4 cards in a major suit, it is not possible for the partnership to find an 8-card major suit fit. Again, opener does not have a 5-card major. The first way that a partnership can find an 8-card major suit fit is if responder has at least 4 cards in a major, and opener will have 4 cards in that same major. Opener could have 4 cards in a major suit. So if responder does not have at least 4 cards in a major suit, there is no path to finding a major suit fit. Instead, responder will bid a level of no trump or pass. There is no distribution to add in a natural responding auction. There is no known fit. How does a responder bid in a natural responding auction? Again, some level of no trump or passing. Remember, the opener has 15, 16, or 17 high card points. With that point count, a responder needs 10 high card points to know the partnership has 25 points together. 25 points together is a game, and the no trump level game is 3 no trump. So I open one no trump with my 15 to 17. You, responder, have decided you're responding naturally. You have at least 10 high card points. You go immediately to 3 no trump. If I open one no trump and you, responder, know we're going to bid naturally, and you have 8 or 9 high card points, you will bid the invitational 2 no trump. 2 no trump is a 1 level below game. That makes it the invitational level. Now, if you only have 0 to 7 points, responder, you cannot help my 15, 16, or 17 high card points. You would pass with 0 to 7 points. Will the opener ever bid after the responder's bid? If the auction goes like this, 1 no trump by me, and you respond 2 no trump to show me your 8 or 9 invitational high card points, we might still find 25 points. Why? Because I have 15, 16, or 17 high card points. So if I open one no and you respond 2 no trump to show me your 8 or 9 points, if my opening point count is 17 high card points opposite your 8 or 9, well, then we absolutely have 25 points. The opener will continue to 3 no trump after responder bids 2 no trump. If my opening hand started with 15 high card points in my 15 to 17, and you, responder, invite me to 2 no trump with your 8 or 9 points, well, my 15 points and your 8 or 9 points will never take us to 25 points, never. Therefore, 1 no by me, 2 no by you. If I have 15 high card points in my opening hand, I will pass, and we will play in 2 no trump. If I have 16 high card points, I'm going to have to decide. Do I want to go to 3 no trump, or do I want to pass your 2 no trump? In our last lesson, we discussed a number of ways for an opener to consider whether to continue on to 3 no trump when invited. Among those ways, what we discussed was this. When you look at your opening hand and you're deciding, do you want to accept responder's 2 no trump invitation and then bid 3 no? Look at your hand, opener. Do you have a hand that has a lot of 10s and 9s and 8s in it? Or do you have a hand that has a lot of 2s, 3s, and 4s? 2, 3s, and 4s are not helpful. 10, 9s, and 8s are. So that might be one consideration. You might go to 3 no because your hand is rich in higher level cards. Another consideration, opener, is you might look at your hand and say, do I have honors in every suit? For some people, that's an important criteria. If you have something high in every suit, it gives you more confidence It might then allow you to say to yourself, yeah, I'm going to accept the invitation and go to 3-no. And a third way, we talked in our last lesson about whether an opener might continue on to 3-no trump when responder invites in 2-no, is one of the things I said was when you look at your opening no trump hand, take a look at your shape. Did you start with the third of the 3 balanced shapes, a 5-card minor, 3 cards, 3 cards, 2 cards? A lot of players will continue on to 3-no if their opening no trump hand had a 5-card minor. The reason is this: with a 5-card minor, you have a long-ish suit. And as you get near the end of playing the hand, some of those even baby cards in that 5-card suit might end up being winners because nobody has any cards left in that suit. By virtue of longevity, even a 3 could be a winner at that point in the hand. So that you might continue to 3-no with a 5-card, 3-card, 3-card, 2-card shape. So we talked about natural responding after your partner opens 1-no trump in this previous lesson. And today we're going to move forward. Today we're going to talk about the next step. The next step in our conversation is the Stayman convention. This is our brand new first bridge convention. Are you excited? I'm excited. This is your first introduction to something called conventions in bridge. What is a bridge convention? A bridge convention is when you make a coded bid. It is an artificial bid. It is a bid that has special meaning. When you put the bid out there, you are not telling your partner, hey, look at the face of my bid card. That's what I have. In fact, it's not what you have. You are going to use certain bids to mean something else. And the Stayman Convention is one of those conventions that does that. When we use these bridge conventions, these coded bids, we are conveying information to our partner when we, as responder, don't actually want to bid our actual suit for specific reasons. There are reasons why responder does not willy-nilly bid a suit they're interested in. So let's walk through that process. The Stayman Convention used by a responder is the way that a responder searches for a major suit fit with the 1-no trump opener when responder does have 4 cards in a major suit, right? We just finished talking about natural responding when responder does not have at least 4 cards in a major in a major suit. But now we want to venture into the area where responder does, in fact, have 4 cards in a major suit. So let's say that your partner opens 1-no trump. That's me. I'm your partner. I've opened 1-no trump. You, responder, have at least 4 cards. I'm sorry. You have 4 cards in at least 1 major suit. Let me narrow this conversation right now. I need you to understand that responder has 4 and only 4 cards in at least 1 major suit. Responder does not have 5 cards in a major suit or even more. That will be next week's lesson when we discuss the Jacobi transfer. This week's lesson in the Stayman Convention, the responder has 4 and only 4 cards in a major suit. Responder could have 4 cards in each of the major suits, hearts and spades, but 4 and only 4 cards. Responder also needs to have at least 8 invitational high card points spread out through the hand. Does not have to be in your major suit. Does not have to be in your major suit at all. In fact, your major suit does not have to have any honor cards at all. 4 and only 4 cards in a major suit, any cards. And responder, you must have the invitational at least 8 high card points spread throughout your hand to use this Stayman Convention bid. You must be at least an invitational 8+ high card points. And that's when you would then use this Stayman Convention to try and get your partner to think about a major suit fit together so you can use a trump suit on your hand. Now, how does this convention work? Let me remind you again of what the 1-no trump opener has in her hand. So I'm your partner. I've opened 1-no. I have one of these 3 balanced shapes. Okay. Now, if responder, you have 4 cards in a major suit, it is absolutely possible that our partnership could find 4 cards in your major suit, 4 cards in my hand in the same major suit. That would get us an 8-card major suit fit. Now, this is not a guarantee. It's a possibility. The Stayman Convention offers a possibility because when you look at the first balanced shape, I could have 4 cards, 3 cards, 3 cards, 3 cards. We would only find 8 cards together if my opening no trump shape 4-3-3-3 had 4 cards in a major suit. If that 4-card suit in that shape is a major suit and it was the same major suit that you hold 4 cards in. So you can see it's not going to happen all the time. It's a possibility, and we like possibilities. We love trump suits on our side. So if I opened one no trump with 4-3-3-3 and you used the Stayman Convention, we could find an 8-card fit if my 4-card suit is a major suit and it's the same major suit as your 4-card major. Okay. Take a look at the next shape, 4-4-3-2. That has a little more possibility. When you use the Stayman Convention responder to show me that you have a 4-card major, and I have 2 4-card suits in this shape, if at least one of them is a major suit, and that particular suit is the same suit as your 4-card major, then yes, we could find 8 cards together in a major suit. Again, see, it's not a guarantee. It's a possibility. And if my opening no trump shape is that 5-card minor, 3-3-2, well, I don't have a 4-card in a major. So even if you do, responder, we're not going to find an 8-card major suit fit. So it really, there's a lot of moving parts here. And so we need to take them apart a little bit. Now, here's the biggest stumbling block I think that responders have. I've already said that I'm your partner. I've opened one no. You've looked at your hand, responder. You have a 4-card major. Let's just say you only have one of them, okay? Remember, it's 4 and only 4 cards in that major, okay? Now, you would like to let me know that you have that 4-card major, right? Because maybe I have 4 cards in that same major. We could find an 8-card major suit fit. But responder, you do not bid your 4-card major, period, full stop. I open one no trump. If you have a 4-card heart suit, you absolutely do not bid hearts, responder. Absolutely not. No, no, no. Why? I want you to think about it this way. Remember, I've opened one no trump, right? I have 15, 16, 17 points. You, responder, probably have fewer points than my 15, 16, 17. Responders often have 10 or fewer high card points. That means on my hand, the opening hand has a higher point count, right? My opening one no trump hand has all the pretty face cards and high cards, right? Very lovely. I have more high card points than you do, responder. I have more, let's call them winners, perhaps, in my opening no trump hand than your responding hand has. And during the play of the hand, it is the declare hand that is hidden from the opponents, right? It is the dummy's hand that is now on display. Everybody gets to see the dummy. It is usually better for the hidden declare hand to be the higher point count hand. And by that, I mean, it is usually better that the one no trump opener with the bigger high card point count ends up as declarer in the play of the hand. We want to keep my big high card point hand hidden from the opponents. We don't want them to see all of our juicy goodness. If I put my bigger point count hand on the table as dummy, the opponents get to go, look at that. And sometimes they get to win a trick with a 10 or a jack because they can figure out why that 10 or jack might work, because they can see our best cards in dummy. So we don't want the bigger point count hand on the table as dummy. We want the bigger point count hand to become declare. Now, how do you become declare? Whichever partner names the trump suit first in the auction becomes the declarer in the play of the hand, right? Therefore, isn't it better if it's the bigger high card point hand in this case, the one-note trump opener, to be the player who actually names the intended trump suit. We almost always want the declarer to be the one-note trump opener in these auctions. Hide the bigger point count. So let's see how this works. Let's start. We're going to walk through the pieces of a Stayman hand together. And let's start at the beginning. Let's say that our dealer is South. And I'm looking at South's hand, and South has 17 high card points, right? South does not have a 5-card major. If South had 17 points in a 5-card major, South would have opened 1 heart or 1 spade, right? South with 15, 16, or 17 points, in fact, has a balanced hand. This is a 4, 4, 3, 2 shape in South's hand. Can you see it? There's 1 doubleton, 2 4-card suits, 1 3-card suit. Does not matter which suit has 4 cards. It really doesn't. So South would open one-note trump with this hand. So far, so good. That's where we start. Now let's start talking about responders' choices. If the responder has a 4-card major, and in fact, I'm going to go back here. Take a look at North's hand. North has a 4-card heart suit, right? When the responder has 4 or more cards in a major suit, responder is tasked, after partner's one-note trump opener, to begin the hunt for a major suit fit with a 4-card major and 8 or more high card points. And North does have 8 or more high card points and has a 4-card heart suit. Now, I've already said that responder does not bid that 4-card major. No, responder is not going to bid hearts. So how does responder tell opener that there might be a heart fit? And this is where the Stayman convention comes in. Responder, you have 8 or more high card points. You have at least 1 4 and only 4-card major suit. And your responding bid is an artificial bid. You are going to bid 2 clubs. That is the Stayman convention bid a responder makes. 2 clubs. Why? It does not mean, responder, that you like clubs. If I open one-note trump and you respond 2 clubs, it never means you like clubs. Never. You are using an artificial bid. You know, in bridge, how do we feel about minor suits in general? Everybody remember? Right. So in bridge, we very often use minor suits as conventions, as coded artificial bidding, because we don't want to play in a minor suit. When I open one no and you respond 2 clubs, you're not telling me you like clubs. You're not telling me you want to play in clubs. This is an accepted convention in bridge. When I open one no and you respond 2 clubs, it always means Stayman convention. You are using this artificial 2-club bid to ask me, the opener, a question. And here's the question. Do you have a 4-card major, Megan, in your opening hand? I have a 4-card major. I'm hoping we can find 8 cards together in that same major suit. So that's the question you're asking. Hey, Megan, do you have a 4-card major? I do. So the responder bids 2 clubs, trying to get the opener to name a potential major suit. If the opener has 4 cards in a major, it is opener who will name the potential trump suit. And that way, it's the one-note trump opener, big hand, who has named the trump suit first. What if responder actually has a long club suit? Don't care. We don't care about minor suits. Responder, ignore your club suit. You're still using the club bid specifically to tell the opener you have a 4-card major. We're not playing in a minor suit. When I open one-note trump, we're basically either playing in hearts, spades, or no trump. Boom. That's it. Until we get to your second year of bridge. All right. We're going to play in hearts, spades, or no trump when I open one no. Therefore, we're using this 2-club Stayman responding bid to get opener to name a potential trump suit. So let's go back to the hand we're using. I've already opened in South one no. North, you have at least 8 high card points. That's the minimum number of high card points to either make a natural response, right? That's what you need for 2 no, or the Stayman response. You also have a 4 and only 4-card heart suit. Not more than 4 hearts, right? 4 and only 4. If you had 5 or more hearts, we're going to use a different responding convention next week called the Jacobi transfer. So North, with 8 or more high card points and 4 cards in the heart suit, you're going to make the Stayman convention bid in 2 clubs, right? Megan, do you have a 4-card major? Because I do. Now, what does the opener, the one Trump opener, do? Opener, you're not in charge of this auction. Responder is in charge of no Trump auctions. Responder has asked you a question, and opener, your job is to answer that question. That is your only job. And there are 3 potential answers. If I've opened one no, and you have responded 2 clubs Stayman, Megan, do you have a 4-card major? I do. Then opener can either rebid 2 spades, and that would say, yes, thank you so much for asking. I do have a 4-card major. It's the spade suit. If I open one no and you bid 2 clubs, my opening rebid could be 2 hearts. Yes, thank you for asking. I do have a 4-card major. It's the heart suit. But if, when you ask the question, responder, 1 no by me, 2 clubs Stayman by you, and I look at my opening hand and I have to answer the question, the answer is the other minor suit, 2 diamonds. We use minor suits as conversation. I need to tell responder, I don't have a 4-card major in the opening suit. We're not going to play in a major suit because I do not have 4 cards in any major suit. And even if you do, responder, we're not going to find an 8-card fit if I also don't have 4 cards in a major suit. So I open one no. You, responder, bid 2 clubs Stayman with 8 or more high card points and 4 cards in a major. Megan, do you have a 4-card major? I do. The auction comes to me, the opener. I must answer the question. That's my only job. There are 3 potential answers. 2 spades, thanks for asking. I have 4 spade cards in my opening hand. Or 2 hearts, thanks for asking. I have 4 heart cards in my opening hand. Or 2 diamonds, thanks for asking. My opening no Trump hand does not have a 4-card major, and I'm going to allow you, responder, to decide what level of no Trump you want to take us back to. I don't know how many responding points you actually have, partner. I know you have at least 8 high card points because you bid Stayman. But if you have more than that, I don't know. So I'm going to let you, responder, decide what level of no Trump you think our partnership should be in. That's the other answer, okay? So now let's go back to our sample. I've opened one no. Whoops. I've opened one no, and responder has bid 2 clubs, Stayman. South must answer the Stayman ask, the Stayman question. South is not in charge of the auction, responder is. Now, Stayman is an asking bid. Responder is asking a question. Opener must answer the question using one of those 3 choices. South does have a 4-card major. It's the heart suit. South answers the question in that major suit, 2 hearts. Notice I didn't jump to the 3 level. I simply bid hearts on the same level as the Stayman question. So far, so good. Now we get into deeper territory. What does responder do next? Well, this is about figuring out if you and opener actually found a major suit fit. If the opener bid 2 diamonds, what does that mean? If the opener's answer to Stayman is 2 diamonds, it says, thank you for asking, my opening no Trump does not have a 4-card major. You, responder, should decide what level of no Trump, okay? Opener does not have a 4-card major when the answer is 2 diamonds, the other minor suit. So even if the responder does have a 4-card major, opener does not. There is no 8-card fit. We are going to play in a level of no Trump. So then responder has to bid a level of no Trump. There is no fit. Return the auction to no Trump. If the responder, who does not add distribution points, there is no fit, has 8 or 9 high card points, well, now we're back to our natural responding. 8 or 9 high card points, responder bids 2 no. 10 or more high card points, responder knows we have 25 points together and bids 3 no Trump. Now, what if responder bid Stayman and the opener does have a 4-card major and either answered 2 hearts or 2 spades? Is there a fit? Did the opener bid the exact same major suit that responder intended? Is there a fit? If responder knows there is in fact a fit, now responder may add distribution, and then we'll continue bidding in the fit. With 10 or more points in the responding hand opposite openers, 15 to 17, we know we have 25. Responder would be game in the fit, either hearts or spades. If responder has 8 or 9 points, including distribution, and has a fit, then is going to bid the invitational level. Now, this is where it gets a little weird, right? This 8 or 9 points as invitational is based on the fact that opener started with 15, 16, or 17 high card points. And in this case, responder would bid invitation in the joint suit, in the fit, okay? Now, what if I open one no and my responder bids 2 clubs Stayman, and I answer a suit, 2 hearts or 2 spades, but it is not responder's suit? Well, then there's no fit. There's no fit. Responder goes back to no trump. 8 or 9 high card points, bid the invitational 2 no. 10 or more points, bid 3 no. Let's take a look at the hand we've been working on. I opened 1 no trump with 17 points in a balanced hand. North has at least 8 high card points, at least 1 4 and only 4 card major, bids 2 clubs, Stayman. South's opening hand is required to answer the question. South has a 4 card major and the opener rebids 2 hearts. Thank you for asking. Yes, I have a 4 card major. It's the heart suit. And now North's responding hand looks at her hand and says, wow, we do have a heart fit. I have 4 heart cards and South just told me she has 4 heart cards. There's an 8 card heart fit. Yay. North, your responding hand may add distribution. Your 10 high card points now become 11 total responding points. Remember, I opened with 15, 16, or 17 points. That doesn't change. So you have to do math. You know, if you have 11 points opposite my 15 to 17, we have 25 points, don't you? You also know we have a heart fit. The one who knows goes. So you're going to bid 4 hearts. And we did find a major suit fit. Now, will it always be that easy to find a major suit fit using the Stayman convention? Nope, not always. Sometimes. How about we walk through 4 examples from your packet where we show different aspects of a Stayman convention. Your packet has many, many more examples that might even have some extra nuance and some extra challenge. So once we walk through these 4 examples that I'm going to do, 4 examples, then maybe that'll help you do some of the extra challenging ones that I've marked in your packet. All right, you ready? Let's walk through these 4 hands. I'm going to walk through them somewhat quickly. They all have a Stayman convention aspect, but the outcome will depend on what the opener answers to the Stayman convention, okay? So let's do it. I'm going to go look at hand 4 in your packet. South is the dealer. South has 15 to 17 high card points. There is no 5 card major suit, right? So we're not opening 1 heart or 1 spade. South does have a balanced hand. In fact, has a 4-3-3-3 shape, as flat as you can be. What is openers? Bid. I think it's 1 no trump. So far, so good? Great. Let's go to the responder hand in North. North, the first thing you should notice is that you have 10 high card points. That is a game-going responding hand. How do you know that? Remember, I opened 1 no trump with 15, 16, 17 points. If North has 10 high card points, when I have 15 to 17, we've got 25. So before this auction ends, North, you must get to a game of some kind. We have game points. But first, your first job is to see if we can find an 8 card major suit fit. And you do that, responder, after my 1 no trump opener, if you, responder, have at least 8 high card points and a 4 card major. Now, North, you have a 4 card heart suit. You have at least 8 high card points. You should bid the Stayman convention 2 clubs. Megan, do you have a 4 card major? Because I do. Again, the reason we're doing this is so that Megan in South, the no trump opener, actually bids any suit that will become a trump suit so that we can hide the bigger point count hand. So now North has bid 2 clubs asking a question. South, you must answer the question. That is your job. South has 4 heart cards. South, you should now make a rebid of 2 hearts. That says, thank you for asking. Yes, I do have a 4-card major in my no trump opener. It is the heart suit. Let's see if that helps us. And then we go back to North. Now, North, you have 4 heart cards to go with South's 4 heart cards. Huzzah! You absolutely can add distribution now if you had any, but you have a very balanced hand yourself. There are no singletons, voids, or doubletons. So you don't have any distribution, but it doesn't matter. You started out with 10 high card points. Remember I said you knew we would have 25 because I have 15 to 17? This is your moment of truth, North. You know we have a heart fit. You know we have a game. The one who knows goes 4 hearts. Okay, and that's where we play hand 4. Who's declare on hand 4? It's South, isn't it? Doesn't South bid hearts first? We're going to play in a heart trump contract. South, the big point count hand, named hearts first. Therefore, South gets to hide that big point count as declarer. It'll be North's 10-point hand on the table as dummy. All right, let's go look at hand 5. South is our dealer. South has 17 high card points, and yes, that's a balanced hand. It is. You can open a 1 no trump hand with a 5-card, 3-card, 3-card, 2-card shape if that 5-card suit is a minor suit. So South, go ahead and open 1 now. Now we go to North's responding hand. North again has 10 high card points. Game going points opposite South's 15 to 17. You're the one who knows there's a game. By the second round of the auction, North, if you know there's a game, you're going to get to a game. But first, your job is to look for a major suit fit. Now you need a 4-card major, North, and you have 4 spade cards. Fantastic. So you're going to begin the search by using the Stayman convention, as long as you've got at least 8 high card points and at least a 4-card major. Okay. You're going to bid 2 clubs. Megan, do you have a 4-card major? Because I do. And then we come back to South's no trump opener. South's only job is to answer the question. South does not have a 4-card major in the 1 no trump opening hand, right? There is only one answer South should make here, and that answer is 2 diamonds, the other minor suit. We're using it conventionally. We are using it artificially. It does not mean I like diamonds. We're using it as a convention, just like the 2 clubs was a convention for responder. We are using 2 diamonds, the other minor suits, not to mean diamonds, not to mean I want to play in diamonds, but to say specifically, thank you for asking. No, my no trump opening hand does not have a 4-card major. I'm going to use this diamond suit to keep the auction low and to allow you, responder, to decide what level of no trump we should now play in. By bidding 2 diamonds, South is keeping the auction on the 2 level in case North's responding hand only wants to bid 2 no trump. So we're using the other minor suit as a conventional rebid. No, it does not mean South wants to play in diamonds. In fact, when I open 1 no trump, we are playing in hearts or spades or no trump, not a minor suit. So we will use the minor suits to have a kind of a side conversation. So South answers 2 diamonds. Thank you for asking, North. I do not have a 4-card major in my no trump hand. Since I don't know how many points your responding hand has, I'm going to let you decide what level of no trump to go to. Okay? So then some of you are going to have the next question. Why wouldn't South just bid 2 no trump instead of 2 diamonds? I mean, if responder doesn't want to go higher than 2 no trump, I guess the responder could pass. Why doesn't South just bid 2 no trump instead of 2 diamonds? Because wouldn't that still mean, hey, thanks for asking, I don't have a 4-card major, right? Okay, I'll say this part again because I need you to hammer this in. There are 3 answers to the Stayman question, and only 3. 3 hearts because you have a spade suit. 3 spades because you have a spade suit. 3 am I saying 3? I'm sorry. I'm going to change this right now because it's that important. Sorry. Sorry, my friends. Sorry. Okay. If 2, you're saying to yourself, why wouldn't South's opening hand just say 2 no trump instead of 2 diamonds? There are only three answers to the same question. Two spades means you have a four-card spade suit opener. Two hearts means you have a four-card heart suit. And two diamonds means you do not have a four-card major, but you don't know how many points responder has. You want to let responder decide the next action. You're not in charge, opener, right? You are not in charge of this auction. Not at all. You are doing what you are told by the responder. Stayman is asking you a question. Opener is answering the question. Down the road, one of the things that we're going to learn is that responder might in fact have another option instead of going back to no trump. But I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. Therefore, opener must answer the question based on these rules to allow responder to eventually have other options. So that's why I need you to log into these kind of concepts. So South has rebid two diamonds. Thank you for asking. I don't have a four-card major. You, responder, and North go back to some level of no trump. And that's just what North is going to do now. You have to return to a level of no trump. There will not be an 8-card major suit fit. So if I were North with 10 high card points, game going points, it's the second round of the auction. The one who knows goes. North bids 3, no trump. If North had had 8 or 9 high card points, North would have bid 2, no trump. And then South would have gotten a chance to decide if she wants to go to 3, no trump. So we're going to play that in 3, no trump. Who's the declarer on this hand? It's South. South bid no trump first, right? Started with no trump. South's big high card point hand is now hidden from the opponents. All right. Now, since North is the one who went to game, since North is the one who went to game, it is not necessarily, it's not true that North is the one who becomes declarer, right? It's whoever said no trump first, not last. Okay, let's go take a look at hand 6 in your packet. South is our dealer. 16 high card points, balanced hand is going to open 1, no trump. I see a 4-4-3-2 shape in South's hand. North is our responder. North, you have 11 high card points. You have enough points for game opposite South's 15 to 17. You know before this is over, you have to get to some kind of game. Now, North, your job with at least 8 high card points is to look to see if you have a 4-card major. And North, you do. You have a 4-card spade suit. So it's your job to begin the search. And you do that by bidding the Stayman convention. 2 clubs. Megan, do you have a 4-card major? Because I do. Now, South, you have to answer the question. South has 4 heart cards. South, your answer is 2 hearts. Thanks for asking, responder. I do have a 4-card major. It's the heart suit. But now we get into some new territory. North, is your suit hearts? No. And in fact, you're a little disappointed. You were really hoping South would bid 2 spades, and then you would have found a spade fit. So my next question for you is this. Should North bid spades now? The answer is absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Why not? Why wouldn't North just bid the spade suit now? All right, hold on, everybody. Just hold on. There is a reason. And I'm going to show you that reason on the very next hand. On this hand, I need you to trust the process. Trust me. I'm going to tell you that North does not bid her 4-card spade suit now. Instead, North has a very specific job to do. If South's opening hand either rebids 2 diamonds, no, I don't have a 4-card major, or rebids the other major suit, the suit that North does not have. That constitutes no fit. As far as North is concerned, the minute that South said 2 hearts, North's responding hand is saying, we do not have a fit. South did not name my 4-card major. No fit. And when you do not have a fit, responder's job is to immediately return to no trump. Do not show your own suit, responder. So responder's job is to return to no trump at the appropriate high card point level. North, your responding hand has at least 10 game-going responding points opposite South's 15 to 17. You're going to return to no trump, and you're doing it at the game level, 3, no trump. Now, when North returns to 3 no trump, North is saying, I did ask your opening hand a Stayman question. Your opening hand answered with one of the 3 acceptable choices. However, I don't have a fit with the actual major suit opener that you showed me. Without a known fit, my responding hand's job is to return to no trump. Now, when the auction returns to South's opening hand, South will hopefully know that North does not have 4 heart cards for South's 4-card major suit, right? South would not have returned to no trump if there'd been a fit. So the partnership does not have an 8-card heart fit. The partnership absolutely will play in 3 no trump based on North and South's hands. Okay. Now, here, let's look at our last hand for our conversation. This is hand 7, and this is where things get a little more interesting. I'm going to start things off here with South. South is our dealer. South has 17 high card points, has a balanced hand. South has a 4-4-3-2 shape, 4 spades, 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs. What is South's opening bid? It's 1 no trump, right? 15 to 17 points, balanced hand, 1 no trump. North is our responder. North has 10 game-going responding points. This auction is going to end in a game somewhere. Now, North, your first job as responder is to see if we might search for a major suit fit. So what do you need for that? You need at least 8 high card points. You need a 4-card major suit. You could even have 2 4-card major suits, but you must have at least 1 4 and only 4-card major suit. And North has 4 spade cards with at least 8 high card points. So North, you're going to bid the Stayman convention, 2 clubs. Megan, do you have a 4-card major? Because I do. Now, the responding hand has asked South's opening hand a question, right? Do you have a 4-card major? That's what the Stayman 2 club bid is doing. South, your opening hand must answer the Stayman question. Do you have a 4-card major? But South has 2 4-card majors. Take a look at South's hand. How does South know which major suit to show? Some of you might say to yourselves, well, it must be the suit that has most honors in it. Nope, that's not it. South is going to bid what's called up the line. You'll also hear us refer to it as up the bidding ladder. Do you have your bidding ladder handy? That might be helpful here. Because if you look at the bidding ladder, you'll notice that as you move upward on the bidding ladder, hearts are lower on the bidding ladder than spades. Bidding up the line or bidding up the ladder means you're going to bid the lower of the 2 major suits, South. That would be the heart suit. So South, you are being asked the Stayman question. You have a 4-card spade suit, a 4-card heart suit. You always bid up the line. You always bid hearts first because if North does in fact have 4 hearts, you don't want to miss the fit. So South is going to rebid 2 hearts here. Thanks for asking. I have a 4-card heart suit. And in the back of your mind, South, you're saying, ooh, and I also have a 4-card spade suit. But North doesn't know that. North thinks you have a 4-card heart suit. And in fact, North is a little disappointed, right? Because North was really hoping South would bid spades. So I'm going to ask this question again. I asked it a few minutes ago on the last hand. Should North bid the spade suit now? And the answer is the same. No, absolutely not. Why not? Remember on the last hand, I said you needed to trust me. You needed to trust the pot process. Take a deep breath. Here we go. North, you have a specific job to do on your second bid as responder if, when South answers your Stayman question, South does not bid your 4-card major. For example, you bid Stayman, North, hoping South would come back in 2 spades. South did not. Anytime South answers the Stayman question with either 2 diamonds, no, I don't even have a 4-card major, or answers the Stayman question in a major suit that is not your responding 4-card major, there is at that moment no fit. And responder's job when there is no known fit is to return to no trump at an appropriate high card point level. Responder, you're going back to no trump now. You do not have a fit in a major suit as far as you're concerned. You have 10 game going responding points. You should go to 3 no trump. That's the game level. But wait, now, do you trust me? What does South know as the opener from the auction so far? South knows several things. Buckle up. Here we go. First of all, North must have a 4-card major. How does South know that? North's responding hand must have a 4-card major in it. Why? Because North bid Stayman 2 clubs. North would not have bid Stayman if North's responding hand didn't have a 4-card major. Does that make sense so far? All right, here's the second thing that South's opening hand knows. North's responding hand rejected the heart suit. When South offered 2 hearts, North did not continue in hearts with a fit. North returned to no trump. North does not have 4 heart cards to go with South's 4 heart cards. But North bid Stayman. Ergo, the third thing that South knows is that North's responding hand must have 4 and only 4 spade cards. Why? North would not have bid Stayman as responder without a 4-card major. If it's not hearts, it must be spades. Did you work all that out? That was hard. There's a lot of stuff to think through here, right? Now, what's the fourth thing that South's opening hand knows? South knows she has 4 spade cards in addition to those 4 heart cards she's already shown. South answered 2 hearts, bidding up the line, right? But South also has 4 spade cards. Now, what South knows is that the partnership, in fact, has an 8-card spade fit. What's the last thing? What is South going to do now with that spade knowledge? It says, what does spade do now? That's weird, Megan. What does South do now, knowing that North must have 4 spade cards? And again, I use the word spade. I don't know. I must have been gaga when I typed this. South needs to do something called correct the auction. We're already in a no trump game, which means we can withstand being in a game. But now that we know we have a spade fit, the game should be the spade game. Why wouldn't we just stay in 3 no trump, South? When the partnership has an 8-card major suit fit, the partnership should play in that fit. Why? Because a trump suit, being able to use a trump suit instead of playing in no trump, the trump suit will usually take 1 extra trick because the power of that trump suit. This partnership is probably going to take 10 tricks in 4 spades rather than only 9 tricks playing the exact same hand in 3 no trump. You get a much better score, and very shortly we're going to come back to scoring, and you're going to spend more time working through understanding scoring. 4 spades is where this partnership should be, okay? Why didn't North just rebid the spades, right? Why didn't the auction go 1 no trump in South, 2 clubs Stayman in North? Megan, do you have a 4-card major? 2 hearts in South. Yes, thanks for asking. I have 4 heart cards. Why did North then just bid 2 spades after South answered 2 hearts? And this is the amazing part. When we do it the way we just walked through, looking at those bids in the lower left-hand corner, who becomes declare in the 4 spade contract now? South. The 1 no trump opener, the big point count hand. South is the one who named spades first through deductive reasoning. South figured out that North had to have 4 spades because North bid Stayman. South figured out there was a spade fit. And now by South correcting the auction from 3 no to 4 spades, the first person who named spades is in fact the 1 no trump opener in South. And that allows that player with the big point count to remain hidden from the opponents. And so that's where we're going to play this hand, 4 spades by South. You should be exhausted. I'm exhausted, aren't you? So now this has been a pretty long video, right? It has, because I had to cover 2 areas. So remember, you can come back to this video and watch it just in sections if you need to. Before we leave, I want to recap this whole Stayman thing, because it's your first convention in bridge. You're going to learn another convention next week, the Jacobi transfer. Conventions are important tools in bridge hands. They allow the partnership to do certain things that work to their best advantage. And the Stayman convention is one of those kinds of things. The Stayman convention is a way that a partnership can search for an 8-card major suit fit when one partner opens 1 no trump and the other partner, the responder, has 4 and only 4 cards in at least one of the major suits. Responder could have 2 4 and only 4 card majors, but must have at least 1. 4 and only 4, not more than 4 cards in the major. Now, when the responder wants to explore these, an 8-card major suit fit this way, a responder would have to have at least 8 invitational high card points, because you can see that sometimes the partnership does not find that 8-card fit, and they do return to no trump. And when they do return to no trump, the very lowest place they'll return is 2 no trump. And the 2 no trump level is the invitational level, requiring 8 or 9 high card points. That's why responder must have at least 8 high card points to bid the Stayman convention, because often the auction will return to no trump, and the very lowest place no trump will be at that point is 2 no trump. So responder needs at least 8 high card points. Responder needs to have a 4 and only 4 card major suit, could have 2 4-card major suits. Next week, we'll talk about what does responder do with 5 or more cards in a major. So responder wants to check with opener to see if opener also has 4 cards in that same major suit. Here's what responder does. Responder uses an artificial bid, 2 clubs. That is the Stayman convention. It is an artificial code to get the opener to show a major suit. It never means clubs. Never. Okay, responders? 2 clubs. It asks a question because it is better for the opener to name a major suit. It is better for the opener, the bigger point count hand, to name a trump suit if that's what we're going to use. Okay, so responder's bidding 2 clubs. It's asking a question. Megan, do you have a 4-card major? I do. And if you have one, opener, please now bid that 4-card major on the 2 level. So what does the opener do? Opener answers the question, has no other choice. 1 no by the opener, 2 clubs Stayman by the responder. Opener's rebid is going to be one of 3 items. Opener will rebid with 2 spades when opener's holding a 4-card spade suit. If opener bids 2 spades, opener does not also have a 4-card heart suit. When opener rebids 2 spades, opener has 4 spade cards, not also 4 heart cards, because when opener rebids 2 hearts instead, yes, opener is showing a 4-card heart suit, but could, whispering to herself, also have 4 spades. Opener would be bidding up the line in 2 hearts so that they don't miss a heart fit if responder suit is hearts. And if opener does not have either major suit, 4 cards in either suit, opener is going to use that other minor suit, diamonds, as code, just like Stayman is a code. Opener will rebid 2 no to say, thank you for asking. I do not have a 4-card major in my no trump opening hand. I'm going to let you, responder, take us back to no trump. I just don't know what level you want to go to. Then when it goes back to the responder, did the responder find a fit with whatever suit opener named? If opener named one of the 2 major suits, is that the same suit in responder's hand? Yay, that's a fit. Add distribution and now continue bidding in the fit. 10 or more points, you've got a game opposite South's 15 to 17. 8 or 9 points, you only have an invitational level in the suit. That's the suit, that's the level below game, right? So you would bid 3 hearts or 3 spades. Now, if there's no fit with the opener, and that would mean that the opener rebid 2 diamonds, no 4-card major, or made a rebid in the major suit that responder does not have. That's called no fit. So 1 no by the opener, 2 clubs by the responder, Stayman. The opener rebids a major suit, either hearts or spades. If it is the same suit responder has, fantastic, they have a fit. But if opener's rebid is the other major, the major suit responder does not hold, then there is no fit with opener, and responder's job is to return to no trump, either 3 no trump with 10 or more points, or 2 no trump or 8 or 9. Whole lot of information this week, right? A lot of information. Now, we are going to spend a whole lot of time reworking these concepts. We are going to be practicing these over the next bunch of weeks. We have plenty of practice on this. This is just our first entry into this area. So yes, I'm throwing you a whole lot of information at once, but we're going to go over it and over and over it. We're going to get better at it. It is going to take time. You have to accept that anytime you learn, for instance, a convention, it will take time. And we've got a whole bunch of weeks ahead of us to keep massaging this, okay? Do you have any questions right now, even before we go to class? Send me an email. Work through the packet. I've given you some easier hands and some more challenging hands. Let's see if you can manage the logic, even if you won't remember all the pieces now. See if the logic kind of makes sense. It's a lot. I'll grant that. Okay? All right. See what you can do with the material, and I'll see you in class. Bye now.